What's shaking, guys? It's Feldy bringing you another Clash of Clans video, and today we are getting into Clan War League Great Attacks. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do that. Hit that little bell button. You'll get daily Clash videos Monday through Friday, along with some bonus content on the weekends. Alright, let's get into it. We hit our 1,000 subscribers. I am so flippin' happy. It's so awesome. It just puts so much joy on my face. All right, so let's get into these 3 stars that are super awesome 3 stars. Now, I'm going to show you one of mine from PaceJohn. This is one of the only Town Hall 11 matchups of the entire war that we had. Plus, it's also one of the only 3 stars from a Town Hall 11. So, yeah, we just had a brutal war, but my PaceJohn account, I use the 2 Ice Golems, a couple Bowlers, a couple Witches, and then a whole bunch of healers. Throw in my heroes. I was really concerned about this E-Drag. I luckily had a couple of wizards in there trying to take him out along with my queen. Luckily we do that, but look up here. Trouble is in the works for that Barbarian King. He is going down. I thought with that rage he would get out of the way, and but that, I guess that single target Inferno range was just way too great for that. But check this out, we've got units up and down the sides, and the queen is going into the core, so she's able to take out all that core defense, which is really tough. It's got the air defenses, it's got the Teslas, it's got the air sweepers, it's got the Expo, it's got the Wizard Tower. She is just a beast. She's also dealing with all these little mini skeletons that keep popping up, trying to kill the healers that are healing her, and she does not want anything to do with that. So she comes back in and she kicks some booty, and she is going to get spun around. Oh, wait, no, she's not going to, but the witches will get spun around in that air trap, and then the other units kind of are circling around the bottom as long as they could. As you saw, that witch right there just got annihilated by the archer tower rather. Meanwhile, the queen is coming in and she's just doing a ton of damage along with the Grand Warden. Always nice to have the Grand Warden in your arsenal. Town Hall 11 with Grand Warden is super sweet. You've got to get him up to level 20 as soon as you can. Otherwise, get your heroes up. Always work on your Archer Queen. That is a #1 priority for every single Clash player. All right, Queen comes in. Gladiator Queen is smashing it. And sure enough, these little skellies along with the Archer Queen end up taking out that. And it's a beautiful 3-star by PaceJohn. Yours truly, my second account. All right, let's go ahead and get right into day 4. It is going to be Misfits with his beautiful 3-star air attack. Now, I have a theory that Misfits puts 2 of these baby drags down. Now, we all know that one in close proximity will always have a raged ability, but I have a feeling that he puts the 2 down right there just so that in case there is a Seeking Air Mine, that they will pop the Seeking Air Mines, and then his E-Drags don't get the Seeking Air Mines, which is actually a really smart strategy from Misfits, especially since he was able to 3-star this. In goes the Royal Champion. Royal Champion is an absolute beast of a troop at Town Hall 13. You definitely want to be utilizing her, but you definitely want to make sure that she is behind some troops. Now, she gets a little bit ahead here. She ends up having to throw her shield, but a 52 level king will take like 3 swipes at her and absolutely slaughter her. So you just want to make sure that all of your heroes are placed in sequence of how to actually hold up the best within a battle. Now, yes, she goes right after defenses, but that's also half the problem, is she goes right after defenses, and if she goes right into a line of fire, she will get absolutely clobbered. Now, he's got the Archer Queen getting distracted by skeletons. She's going to come down and get spun around in that tornado trap. Also fighting some skeletons of her own, trying to get this eagle down before the eagle takes out all of these E-Drags. But the E-Drags are going to survive long enough, and they are going to kick some butt and actually get over here and finish off these remaining buildings, which is very, very, very nice to have that chain lightning damage go and do all of that work for you. All right. Day 5, let's go ahead and see. As you can see, we lost 4 of the 7 wars. It was just absolutely brutal for us. All right. Lord Glen coming in with a 3-star. Lord Glen has really stepped up his Clash game. It is a beauty to watch him destroy and dissect bases. So he is probably one of our strongest attackers. Now, I just want you to focus on how much damage is actually coming at this queen. 2 archer towers. The wizard tower was there, but those archer towers alone are enough to take down a level 70 queen to very, very low health. But you also have the level 47 Grand Warden, who is kind of just zapping, which also did not help. But look at this massive amount of loons coming in. We've got the loons, and he freezes that air sweeper, which is beautiful. And then he gets sucked around in a tornado trap. But he does use his Grand Warden's ability, ends up getting that Town Hall taken down right there, has that Tesla trap along with the Expos. But the great thing about E-Drags is that their Chain Lightning can always hit more than that one troop, or defense rather. So he's just coming in, he's able to plow down a whole bunch of these. Luckily, the healer goes onto the Royal Champion, and she's able to take out a whole bunch of troops, or buildings. I keep saying troops when I mean to say buildings. She ends up going down right there, but she ends up doing quite a good bit of damage, which is just enough for every other troop in here to kind of get their 2 cents in, I should say. So the king, he was kind of confused. He wanted to go attack the Expo, but then he wanted to go attack something else, and then he came back to the wall. Meanwhile, we have our slow E-Drags just kind of meandering around. Luckily, the queen uses her ability, and that single target Inferno is no harm, no foul, because all the archers right around don't have any kind of... they just give the the Inferno tower just one quick target, and it takes just a little bit longer, and it can't refocus onto the queen, which is super nice. All right, there is that one, and then we also have a 3-star from yours truly, and I thought that this base was a fairly difficult base to 3-star, so I'm really excited to show you kind of how I dissected this. I have the same kind of concept that Town Hall 11 attack was. 2 ice golems, witches, bowlers, the stone slammer, couple healers, my heroes, great song by Foo Fighters, and just kind of going in and cleaning things up. Now, this guy had 2 ice golems in the clan castle, which actually was probably advantageous for me, because if you remember, they got rid of the massive ice golem spread for defense. It's only supposed to be an offensive troop. So here I'm kind of coming in, I'm like, all right, well, I got the 1-star. Well, now I've actually got the 2-star, and I'm thinking, okay, like, this is going okay, but I still have way too much damage to be dealt to all these units. But then I see, okay, I've got a cluster of witches here. I've got my heroes. I've got the heroes with the warden. And, yeah, I'm thinking I've got my queen's ability yet. So I've got that. I'm going to pop that royal champion and pop the queen's ability. She's going to go ahead and swing after these walls. Meanwhile, the witches along the outside keep going and getting all those buildings. The witches inside are getting some of the buildings on the inside. Not really a ton, but they're at least able to do some damage. But that big bomb definitely hurt. And so then I'm like, wait a second. Like, this actually went fairly well. Like, just a few minutes ago, I didn't think that I was even going to get close to a 3-star, let alone actually 3-star. So sure enough, these skeletons are going to get pummeled by that wizard tower. But oh, how sweet it is. I have my Grand Warden at full health, and he is able to finish off that Wizard Tower. Now, that was a pretty maxed base. I was really proud of that attack. That in itself shows that ground is super powerful. You can 3-star with any strategy as long as you think things through. So, that does it for today's video, guys. I hope you gleaned a little bit of insight into how to 3-star. I will definitely try to get you guys some other attacks from the other clan as some bonus footage, just so that way you can kind of see how they attacked us, since we ended up losing so many days. We obviously got crushed, right? So I'll bring you those in a little bit later of bonus footage. Till next time, guys. Feldy, peace.